EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Anthony Schwartz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Working with a 2nd and 4. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. First down. Here's Burrow. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow, they'll set up the screen here to mix him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Got a man at Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 6. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Finds finding some room at midfield. And some room to run now. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half. No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. On third down, Burrow. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. And Burrow going to throw again. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This one from 46 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's second and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 13. Mike 13. Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Play action. It's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Waters. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And he missed it. Gonzalez has pushed it to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So some disappointment there as the field goal falls short, and we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up 3rd down now. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Burrow throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Powering his way forward. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this throw caught left side and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown! DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On second down, it's Hubbard, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He's going to look deep for more. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
really
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. Shifts by him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles.